Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today I want to talk to you about Gerber products, in particular a couple EDC products. We're looking at this right here, which is the new Flatiron with the canvas micarta handle and D2. This is the original with the aluminum handle, and I think it's in 7CR, 17 MOV. And I've got this as well, which is the Armbar. It's a new multi-tool, kind of a slick, compact multi-tool from these guys. So here's what I see when I'm thinking about Gerber. I think there's a lot of potential for where they could go. I don't know on a business level what the actual solution is, but I just want to tell you my observation and hear your thoughts and your feedback in the comment section. So first off, years ago, Gerber was getting a lot of grief from people because they had so much of their stuff made overseas in China. So they made an effort to switch that and bring more production back to the US. And so actually a couple years ago at SHOT Show, they were actually making products in Portland, Oregon, and they had a live stream of that at SHOT Show, so you could see, you know, hey, we're really doing this. So I think that was a win. The other challenge I see is that they have products, you know, where they're trying to get like a lot of value level products, you know, 20 bucks, 30 bucks for a knife. They can sell it like a Walmart, but they're also trying to make products that will appeal to people. I think they're trying to make products that will appeal to people who are more serious about their everyday carry. They want to invest a little bit more money. And what I find is that they have some really good designs, and then they kind of stop at the level of like, okay, let's take this thing to the next level. And they have an opportunity to move into a category, I think, you know, more like a Benchmade or a Boker, or I'm trying to think. Leatherman does, you know, almost exclusively multi-tools. They have a couple knives out there, but they have an opportunity to kind of bump it up to the next level, and I think they just keep missing it. So let me give you the reason I think that. The cleaver style was really popular a couple years ago. I think it's still popular, but it really just took off. I think the Flatiron is a cool option. They have the aluminum. They have the, I think it's a G10 version, a couple different colors. This, I think a lot of people were like, yeah, I'm not into 7CR or just kind of that lower grade steel. Can you make something better? So they were like, absolutely. Let's give you a canvas handle, canvas micarta handle. Let's give you D2. But they still missed the mark on the answer, or the issue, I think the biggest issue right there, which is the pocket clip. This pocket clip is just not any good, honestly. The look is fine. I don't think you have to have a super long pocket clip, but the issue is it is so snug on every single, and I've had probably maybe 3 or 4 different Flatirons. It's so snug that it just destroys your pocket, and that is a simple thing they could fix. If they just put a little bit more time into tweaking that, then they could have a really good product, not just on a value level, but this one's 48 bucks. I think the other one's around 42, and links below down in the description section if you're interested. But they could have something that they could charge maybe, you know, 60 bucks for, and people would pay for it because they're like, okay, D2, it looks cool, I like the finish, I like the overall build, and functionally there's not that huge roadblock, which is just a bad pocket clip. I think they had an opportunity to do something great with the Armbar as well. One of the misses on this is that they didn't even put a pocket clip on this thing. So it's fine. It's got some functionality, but you got to throw this in a little sheath. It's going to be in your pocket, kind of bouncing around, or you put it in a bag. Again, I think the overall build or the concept is quite good. You got a blade there. The grind is a little bit off. I don't know if you can see it, but up toward the tip, it gets a little bit wider than it should. The lockup is pretty solid. You do have a bottle opener there on the end. Then you've got a bunch of other tools. I'm going to show you here. So you've got a flathead, and then you can take the bit out, turn it around. Phillips head. What else do we have in here? We've got an awl, and we've got a set of scissors. Let me just show you that real quick. There's your awl as the camera gets washed out from the sun here. There's your awl, and then put that one away, and then the scissors. And they're not amazing scissors, but they're, you know, some people, if you like really need scissors a lot for your job, it's nice to have a set of scissors, and there's a little spring there, or there's a bar that makes it spring loaded basically. But again, one thing they did not do is put a pocket clip on this. So if I want to EDC this, I got to keep it in my pocket, you know, like I would a Swiss Army knife or something. But even the Swiss Army knife now you can get a pocket clip for. So I think the other thing with this is that I haven't used this one a ton, but I have heard that the steel is quite soft. And so again, I realize that they're trying to make products that don't cost a ton of money, but they have an opportunity to take it to another level if they would just, you know, right when they get to like, okay, this is good, they don't say good enough, they would say, let's make it great. The lack of pocket clips, the steel they're using, I've heard some people have complaints about the center drive, even that the steel is a little bit soft on that. And so I'm like, this is kind of my plea to Gerber, and I want to hear your thoughts and leave comments. These three products, I think, as far as an EDC knife, let me get the Flatiron out here. Either one of the Flatirons, I'm not using this as an everyday like utility knife. I think it's just a really cool looking knife for everyday carry, cutting open some boxes, some rope, stuff like that. But I'm thinking of something else if I'm having something I'm going to be constantly like hacking through, boxes and rope and stuff like that, if that's part of my job. This is like a kind of a nicer EDC knife for me. But they have an opportunity to take it to another level, and they get to a certain level and they just stop. So I do like a lot of their designs. I like the Gerber Index I reviewed a while ago, and I liked it, and I think it's super value. It's not a high grade steel. It's just kind of a cool look. But if you're paying $25 for it, you're like, all right, I'm paying $25. Like, I'm not expecting this to be, a super high grade knife. But if they made that in like a better steel, then I think you have more people who are willing to invest in it because they've got some really cool designs. Every year when I see their new designs, I like a lot of the look. I think they've got some cool looks. This is just my plea, Gerber. Like, you got your game here, and you can step it up to a whole nother level. If maybe you offer the value option, and then you offer like, okay, and then we upgraded this to an S30V or something like that. I just find that sometimes it's quality control, but it just seems like overall development, they just stop at a certain level. So let me hear your thoughts. If you like Gerber knives, if you've used a bunch of Gerber knives, what do you like? What changes would you recommend? I will tell you that the Gerber strong arm was like a huge hit a couple years ago, and I felt like they put a lot of time and effort into making some serious investment in the engineering of that, and so a lot of people liked it. So I think the potential's there. They just need to step up their game. So let's hear your thoughts and your comments in the comment section. Let's have a little back and forth and discuss this topic. All right, guys, thanks as always for checking out the videos here on YouTube. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, Tumblr, and Vero as well. More videos coming soon. Take care.